guys, I'm back again, and today we're gonna do something a little bit different. Recently, one of my subscribers left a comment in under one of my videos saying that she would like another video that is like, you know, not worth the hype. And then I figured I got like an entire list that is not worth the hype. But then I figured, wouldn't it be fun if I made one video that is not worth the hype and not worth your money at all, and then make another video with like a couple of items that are completely worth the money and completely worth the splurge. I thought that would be really, really fun. Now, honestly, this is going to be the video, clearly you've seen it in the title, of 5 items that are just not worth your money. They're not worth the hype. I've spent my money on it, and honestly a little bit of my boyfriend's money, and he's gonna kill me for it, but these items are not worth the hype. They're just not. It's like I got probably over 100 euros right here that is just not freaking worth it. I will never ever buy these items again, and please, dear Lord, don't waste your money on them because they're not worth it. Okay, so I figure let's just go ahead and get started with the first item. Okay guys, so the first item that is just not worth your money is this, and this is a YSL primer that I mean, when you look at it, it is so freaking gorgeous. It is beautiful. It is just perfection in a bottle until you put it on your face. Then you want to smash it against the wall. I'm just gonna be honest. So this is what that beauty of a bottle looks like. See, it's got clearly, you know, the YSL on top, but then it says YSL over here, Yves Saint Laurent, and you got the glitters in here, and I've spent almost 40 bucks on this primer with a discount. Honestly, I'm not really sure how much the full price is. I think it's around 50 euros. Or maybe even more, I don't know, but I paid 38 something, so basically 40 bucks with a pretty big discount. And I regret it, I really do. Like, I have this item, clearly I will empty it up because I paid a lot of money for it, you know what I mean? So I'm not just gonna throw it out because that will be a literal waste of money, but I'm gonna, you know, it's not a bad primer. Let's just start with that. It's not the worst primer in the world, but honestly, in the drugstore, you can find better primers than this. I kid you freaking not. Like, for 10 bucks, I could have had way better of a primer, and probably for the same money, I could have had the Becca primer, which everybody's raving about. This is basically, like I said, with the discount that I paid is a little bit more than half the price of a Guerlain Lore, and that one is just freaking amazing. So just don't waste your money on it. This is like this is supposed to be like a blurring primer, but honestly, I have the Benefit Professional, which is also supposed to be like a blurring primer. That one works better than this one, and that one's like half the price. So, you know what I mean? It's pretty, and it's like a fancy name, and that's literally what you pay for with this fella. You just pay for the name and the fancy bottle. The product inside is not the best. Oh, by the way, guys, I will immediately say, like, if any of you out there love these products, then by all means, love them so much. I'm really happy that it worked out for you. These are just items that, in my opinion, clearly because I've used them, didn't work out for me. And when I calculate the price and if it's actually worth the splurge, in my personal opinion, it's just not, okay? And trust me, I give out a hell of a lot of money on items, but this is just not worth it. Okay, let's just move on to the second item. Okay, the second item in here, and I'm really glad I didn't buy this like in a big tube, I guess, is this from Too Faced. I'll immediately say, I'm not doing this to hate on any of these brands. As a matter of fact, I love all of these brands. That's why I bought it. And I have a hell of a lot of Too Faced palette. I pretty much have almost every single palette out there. And this is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and it is not better than sex. Let's just get that out of the way, okay? Okay, this is what that looks like. This is a mini. Like I said, I did not get the big one, and this is what the wand looks like. Honestly, I have the Tarte Camera Lashes. No, wait a minute. Camera Lights, the purple one. Basically, that is the freaking best mascara in the world, and price-wise, they're almost identical. Why would you pay that much money for this mascara? My mind is blown. Honestly, I don't like it. Like, when I put it on my lashes, I have serious problems coating every lash because of this brush. I have problems with coating it. The thickness is just not there. The volume isn't there. The curling isn't there. The length isn't there. And if all of these items aren't there and I have problems putting it on, why would you buy this? Like, seriously, I don't know. I'm sorry, but I know this is like their best-selling mascara, but in my opinion, it's just not worth it. Their palettes are freaking amazing and they're worth it, but this particular item, it just didn't work out for me, and I would say save yourself the splurge and go ahead with the Tarte Lights, Camera Lashes, Camera Lights, Lashes, whatever, the purple tube. Buy that one. You will not be disappointed. Okay, so the third item here is this fella, and this is from Lime Crime. These are the Diamond Crushers, and I still have this one, the Cleopatra. I'm not gonna open it because this one is brand spanking new. I only don't have like the carton, but it's a brand new thing, so I'm actually, you know, I didn't touch it, so I'm actually thinking of either selling it or just, I don't know, trading it up for something. I don't know, but I did have other of these glosses and I gave them away to a friend. This is what that little thingy looks like, and when I first saw this, and everybody was raving about it because it was actually like crushed diamonds on your mouth, and as y'all know, like, what I would love to do is just walk around like a freaking disco ball and glitter all over. Don't hit me with the Twilight thing. No, not like that. Well, kind of like that, but just I don't want anything to do with Twilight, okay? Anyway, but I would like to glitter like that, like completely covered in glitter. If I could, then I would. So this was just perfect for my life. The color range and shade was a little bit disappointing. I'm just not gonna lie. But I bought this one, and this one, I know it's not gonna show up on camera, but if you look closely, it's got like this, it's got a green shimmer to it, like it reflects green, so it's like a duochrome thing, but like the glitters in here are like a peach toned color with hints of pink in there, and then it shimmers like yellow green. It just, I don't know, it just looked beautiful. And this is like a liquid lipstick, if you will, like a topper, because it will dry down. Here's my problem with it though. Like I said, it sounded perfect, but when I tried this fella on my lips, it got patchy. It got patchy all over. It was not pigmented enough. It wasn't like one stroke is done. I had like patches all over the place and a couple of glitters. Oh my goodness, I just smeared my mouth. I got like a couple of glitters on my mouth, but that was it. It was not anything spectacular. And I figured, okay, you know, you have to build it up. Fine, whatever, a little bit irritated, but okay, you know, that happens. So I waited for it to dry, and then I coated a second coat, which should be fully pigmented since I already had a coat underneath, and it was patchy again. And as a matter of fact, what happened was I lifted the other liquid lipstick, which is a really, by the way, which is something that is, in my opinion, like almost impossible to do since it did dry down completely, and I don't know, it just got swiped up again, and it just was a patchy mess. I just cannot work with this, and the dryness, like liquid lipsticks, as y'all know, I hate matte and liquid lipsticks. I cannot stand the dryness when I do this. Like, I need to glide my lips over each other. I like them to be moistened. I don't like the dryness. I hate it. I mean, I completely loathe entirely the ringe here. But, and I'm green, wow. But I completely hate having matte things or dryness or blah. It just isn't pretty, okay? So these items, I don't know, I would just say for these lime crime diamond crushes, don't waste your money on it. You will be highly disappointed with them. They're not as pigmented as people on YouTube tell that they are. Trust me, that's kind of why a lot of them are already up in sale. Okay, moving on to the fourth item. And my heart hurts a little bit because as y'all know, I love Tarte. Tarte is my favorite brand out there. But the Twinkle palette, the Skin Twinkle Lightening palette, it's just not worth it. I'm just going to be honest, and I can't even open it. Okay, there we go. There's a mirror in here which I have to block, but as you can see, there used to be 3 highlighters in here. So hold on, let me just put it like that. This one in the middle, I already emptied out, which was Filtered Light. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, Filtered Light. I didn't know what this was supposed to do, but that was one chalky mess of a powder. When I gonked my brush in there, just like a teeny tiny bit, fallout was real. I was covered in fallout, and not only that, but I gonked my brush like maybe 2 or 3 times in there and already had a huge dent in this like little palette thing area, which is, as we all know, practically impossible to do. Then we have 2 more. So we have Sunlight and Moonlight. So we have Sunlight and Moonlight. And this Moonlight is a very pretty highlighter, but that is it, if you know what I mean. It's pretty, and that's it. It's not a booming, wowing highlight. It's pretty, and that is that. The same goes for Sunlight, which is less pigmented. Sunlight you have to kind of build up to even get anything, like any products off of there. It is not high shine whatsoever, and I'm sorry, but paying that much money for these 3 items, well, I only have 2 now because I emptied this one out, it's not worth it. Like, buy a Jeffree Star. If you want to be like blinded, like John McLean said, like blinded even better than the gods, like higher than the gods. How did he say that? It was really funny. But if you want that blinding of a highlight, go with Jeffree Star. I would definitely highly suggest. But this, if you want a really good highlight, don't go for this. If you like natural highlights and like highlights that aren't like too, you know, poof, 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 there's a highlight, then you might want to splurge on this, but you have better options at the drugstore. I'm just going to be honest. I cannot justify paying this much money for this palette when there are better options out there in the drugstore for way cheaper. Just going to say that. Okay, guys, and then the last item that is completely not worth the money, which is probably my biggest regret, and it's not even the most expensive one, but for the thing that it is and the brand, it's way too expensive. Is this. This was 30 freaking bucks, and I bought this in Germany where it's usually cheaper. First of all, NYX, you're pretty much like a high-end drugstore brand. 30 bucks? Are you out of your freaking mind? Nothing of NYX should be worth 30 bucks. I'm sorry, NYX, but you are not that high up there to charge this much money. Like, I'm sorry, but you're just not. Not hating on NYX, because I do love NYX and I have a hell of a lot of products of them, but this palette I was raving to get. Like, I had to have it, and I saw this in Germany and I bought it instantly, like without a doubt. I just grabbed that palette and went to the cash register and noticed it was 30 freaking euros and almost fell on my ass. But this is what that looks like. And they had a lot of different palettes. They had like the whole water palette, and then they had like a earth tone palette or whatever, like the waters and like the winds, and I don't know. And this was the metal version, which, I mean, look at this glittery, beautiful thing. That's the reason why I have it. Oh my goodness, I just gonked my finger in here. And as y'all know, like I said just like a couple of minutes ago, I want to glow. I'm sorry, I don't want to glow. I want to glitter. That's what I want to do. So this this color in particular is just perfect. It is amazing. It is pigmented. Like, it is, come on, focus on my finger. It just is like beautiful, blinding. I took this palette with me when I wasn't home. Then we have this color right here, the pink one. Let me just swatch it. So this is a swatch, focus on my fingers. And then we have it, boom, on my hand. Just beautiful. The problem, however, is that this particular color scheme isn't the best color scheme for these eyes and this skin tone. If you have blue eyes and you have a yellow skin tone and blonde hair, this fella will not work out for you. Like I said, this color right here, and then the golden one and the silver one, like these three colors will work out perfectly fine. I love them. But the thing is, these three colors I have 1,000,001 of already in my collection. I really wanted this because it was like so beautifully pigmented. Like, hold on, do I have a clean finger? Yeah, I have a clean finger. Like this green one, like olivey toned green, it just looked so damn beautiful. And I was like, I need that color. And then we have, I don't have a clean finger, I do have a pinky, like this pink one over here. But look at how dark it is. See how dark that turns up? Hold on, let me just do it right on top. Okay, hold on. Let me just try and show you guys these colors. I freaking adore them. I love them. I just had to have this palette. But here's the thing. Like I said, these three colors, amazing, great pigmentation. They're going to work. All the other colors, just the colors alone, like I said, are not going to work out if you look like me, like blonde, yellowish skin, blue eyes. The color scheme is not going to work for you. On top of that, especially with this one and this green one over here, I had such problems applying it. It applied patchy. It was not pigmented whatsoever. I seriously had to work for an hour to get one freaking look done with these, and it was a horrible look to begin with, okay? So charging somebody 30 euros for patchiness for a really, really weird color scheme, like I really enjoyed, hold on, let me try and clean up my finger. I really thought that this blue was beautiful, but look, when I gunk my finger in there, see how they like kind of turn or something? These colors turn like really, really dark. And I mean, it is so freaking pretty, you know? I don't know. This is just like my biggest regret with everything, with every single item. Like, don't buy this. You can buy way better palettes at the drugstore once again. And honestly, this is 30 bucks, and I have a what's it called? A chocolate palette from Too Faced, which is 45 bucks. So with 15 euros more, I get like these creamy, blendable, beautiful shades that work out pretty much for every single, I don't know, type that you are. Dark hair, light hair, darker skin tone, lighter skin tone. It doesn't matter. They work out for everybody. So I'd rather pay like a high-end brand, pay more money for a high-end brand and have better shadows than pay 30 bucks for trash. And this palette, I'm not going to work with. All of the other items, I'm still going to empty up except for this one and this one because it's new and I want to sell it out or something. I don't know. But this one I'm going to pass along to my sister. It is not worth it. Dear Lord, do not spend your money on that particular palette. I'm not really sure if the other palettes are good because these are all like metal and like glitter shades. So maybe the formula is different within this palette and that's the reason why like maybe they didn't work out. I don't know. But then you shouldn't have charged 30 euros. I find 30 euros just too much in general, just too much for NYX. Sorry, you can't charge that much. You're not a freaking high-end brand. You're just not. Okay guys, so those were 5 items that are completely not worth the hype. Hopefully this video was helpful in making up your own mind or just in general. Let me know in the comment section below, do you have these items over here? Are they worth your money? Maybe you have better experiences than I do. I don't know. And if so, let me know down below in the comments and let me know what other products that are, you know, a little bit pricey are just not worth the hype. The reason why I'm doing like a little bit pricier items is because if anybody buys anything from the drugstore, you're not really gonna regret it, because, you know, it was a couple of bucks and okay, it didn't work out too bad. But these are really, like I said, like 30 bucks, 40 bucks, which is on discount, you know, and you can go on and on and on. And that's like a really big investment and a really big waste of money. So that's why I'm doing this like not worth the hype thing a little bit, you know, like up there. I just want to kind of help you guys out and see, you know, if this is helpful and whether or not you would or wouldn't spend your money on it. The next video will be of 5 items that are completely worth the hype. Not necessarily saying I'm justifying the price, because they are expensive, but they are freaking amazing. So hold on tight for that video. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!